All right, welcome everybody. We are here on the Great American Horror Road Trip tonight, talking to some great folks from Call from Restricted to the Great Reset Boogaloo. Did I get that correctly? Something along those lines. Does anybody know where Chris is?
Chris.
I haven't heard from Chris in almost a year since the last call.
I will say that I have heard from Chris in that time period. But we are starting on time tonight. As people who know me know, I am an extremely punctual person. So we're going to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and make it happen. Start by introducing everybody who is here tonight, starting with... Okay, so I didn't actually know you were involved in this. So what's your role? What are you doing here tonight?
I thought I was probably promoting something. I don't know. Chris posted a link for a live, so I figure I'm on it like everything else. Shout out to Black Mass Confidential and the Creators Table. Hit us up here at the Great American Horror Road Trip.
So you're not like on this for the round table. You're just hanging with us.
I might as well. Let's go. Is that a stick person?
So then, in the top right corner is the Aurora arm. And we can start with the arm tonight. I wanted to ask everybody to give those of us who don't know, or those of us who do know, a little bit of history, a little bit about the Aurora Institute. So the Aurora arm being the arm, could you tell us a little bit about the Institute, what you think everybody should know?
Well, the Institute has raised myself and my family. They have taken care of me for years. I'm on my 57th life cycle with them. So things have been going... Oh, that's cute, Barry. That's really cute, Barry. Yeah, you shut the fuck up, Barry.
Come on, Barry.
Keep going.
All right.
Welcome to the arm.
Barry next. Arm, please continue.
And so, yeah, things have been going very good with me until Barry just recently got promoted, and that's just because they like to play favorites sometimes. But hey, what are we going to do? This is my last life cycle with Barry, so hopefully somebody takes either him out quick or me out quick.
You are so fucking jealous. Like, so fucking jealous. It's not even funny. What
Okay,
doesn't kill you disappoints me.
Barry, we will get to your feud. I will let you say whatever you need to say to the arm. But let's go back a little bit. The history of the Institute, Aurora Institute, what can you tell the viewers today?
Speaking about the Institute, there's a lot of things that are classified here, a lot of classified information that I just can't tell you. But what I can tell you is I became intern of the Yellow King and quickly promoted. I mean, I know the arm doesn't really exactly respect me like that, but I keep getting promoted and promoted and promoted. And I have a specific job for the Reset. Do you know what that is, Allison?
What is it, Barry?
It is to bring people in and start to train them like I was trained. It's a really good time for me. Really, really good time. And that's what I'm doing with the people out there.
You know why it was a good time? Because I trained you and I trained you right.
I don't remember it that way. I don't know why you're still talking.
This poor staff. Oh, man.
All right, well, let's move to the bottom middle here. We have, is it Mr. Finnegan?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing all right, Mr. Finnegan. How about you tell us, in your words, about the Aurora Institute, what everyone out there should know?
Well, on behalf of my employer, I can't even speak today. Sorry about that. I've been working tirelessly day and night on this new project that the Institute has granted me. It's unfortunately one of those things where I don't know too much about the Institute, the inner workings, but I prefer to keep it that way. I show up, I clock in, I do my job, and I go home. I think, especially after this year that we've had, this turbulent 2020, the Institute's going to be working on quite a few things that I've heard a little murmurings about that change everything for the better, and I'm all for that. So I'm not one to ask questions. I'm just doing my job here, and people are gonna be woken up real quick here. It's something that's much needed for this world. The world is hurting right now, and I think the Institute is going to be the one to cure that.
Looking forward to hearing a little bit more about your work soon. And then finally, we have in the bottom left, not Will Wakefield. Not Will, same question to you.
Yeah, well, the Aurora Institute was started as an allegory for my fear of a fascist government takeover. And it doesn't surprise me that a lot of the people that are at the Institute today, still, people that I called friends once, don't see that the Institute is and always was a representation of our current political system and the two-party system especially. And just like ostriches, your heads are all in the fucking sand again. And I sit here warning you that this is not supposed to be the way it's supposed to go. And you're just letting the Institute run the gamut. You gave it an inch. It thinks it's a fucking ruler. You gave it more life than it needed. And I'm going to stop that. This is fucking ridiculous. There's no reason why a fictitious institute should have become a real thing in the first place. And the entire immersive community, the most sadistic ones, that I would have, I guess I play a part in this whole thing, and I regret it deeply because I feel like this is just divisive, and it needs to end. So I plan on ending it entirely.
You obviously have the brain that the size of a peanut. Okay, let me say that.
Right.
Okay. Listen.
Real quick here. I keep seeing this come up in the comments. We have up here now the 8-bit witch is a myth, and that is a name that I've been hearing over and over. Josh, you know a lot about a lot. What do you know about the 8-bit witch?
The 8-bit witch? I mean, it depends on who you ask, I suppose. There have been sightings going back to the 1960s of this 8-bit witch. I don't know if it's ever been one person. Some people will tell you it was MIT experiment done with witchcraft. Other people say that she was vaped into existence by a programmer. We know she's been around for a long time for the lulz, taking over TV stations. But I don't think it's one person. I think it's probably a group of people using the same name. 8-bit witch is a myth.
No, she's fucking real. I don't know when you people are going to get it through your head. She's fucking real.
Well,
Tell us a
here.
little bit more, Barry. What's your history with the witch?
Listen, very, very dark times. Very, very dark times. I can't speak about them, but you do not want to be talking about this witch. You do not want to be speaking her into existence or them into existence. Again, you just don't. Fucking crazy if you do.
The facts, just trying to report, not trying to speak anyone into existence. Aurora Arm, I've seen you saying some things about the witch as well. What do you think? What is this 8-bit witch?
The witch is nothing but a myth. It's just stories that have been told. It does not exist. It never can exist. Come on, people.
And if you believe the legends, she's been trapped away in multiple social media accounts year after year. From MySpace to LinkedIn, she's been held in stasis for periods of time at least. So,
not for nothing. I want to just jump in. Like you'll say that the 8-bit witch is a myth, and I can remember talking to all of you months ago. Not you, Josh, because I don't know what you're doing here, but Barry and Aiden especially, and I'm telling you, like, yo guys, the shit's gonna go down at the Capitol like months ago. And this whole, and none of you believe that, but you'll fucking play into the 8-bit witch thing. You'll say it's a myth. Let me just tell you that the things that you think aren't real, they are very real, and they are happening around you, and they exist to either destroy you or help you grow. And the 8-bit witch is not here to help the Aurora Institute grow, if the 8-bit witch is real. And personally, I feel like this is a quid pro quo kind of thing. With or like how we, or I guess the right word would be COINTELPRO, excuse me. This is a counter 8-bit witch has got to be some sort of counterintelligence operation by the Aurora Institute. And I refuse to believe otherwise.
Okay, well, while we're talking to you, not Will, I know that Mr. Finnegan mentioned some of the current events and some of the division currently facing the country. What's your connection with current events as they are at the moment?
Well, after this turbulent year that we've had, this 2020, the Institute has taken it upon themselves to do the greater good. They are going to unify the country. We are going to bring everybody together. We are going to revert back to the good old days, if you will, the days where the family would gather as a whole, as a unit, in front of the TV, make a nice, wonderful store-bought TV dinner, and watch things that brought them together, things that educated them, things that entertained and enlightened them. And that is what we're doing. We are going to put the trust in the... I'm sorry?
So what's the plan? What are you putting together?
Well, Aurora Stream, we are doing a wonderful streaming service. We've seen what, let's say, Disney Plus and Netflix and all these things have been doing. Yes, Aurora Streaming free for 30 days. It's a new promotion we're running. It is wonderful. People are going to see things they've never seen before. They're going to see things as they might not have remembered them, but they are going to see the truth. God is in the TV, and we're here to provide it. We are here to bring everybody back together. We're here to bring unity to a hurting world. And that is why I have accepted this position with the Institute, and I am very grateful for it.
And what kind of content can we expect to see on Aurora Stream?
There's a pretty wide range of content. Like I've mentioned previously to a couple people, although there's not too much I can say, we have been studying people for a long time, and this is something that is a given about the Aurora Institute. We take data analysis very seriously, but there's a lot of streaming services you sign up where you get to choose whatever you see, and as I think we've all been able to determine after this year, freedom of choice is more of a hurt than it is to, help people. We have determined what people need to see. We have determined what people probably want to see.
No.
And even if
No. This was not what we were supposed to be doing. This is not what the Institute's made for. No.
Traitor.
We covered. We
You're
covered.
a fucking terrorist.
We covered all of this. All of this got
Bill
covered.
Wakefield is a terrorist, and we are going to be airing some crazy information about the truth about this gentleman here on my right during one of our nightly news segments. We are going to be broadcasting news, entertainment, educational content, and people will know the truth. Faith needs to be...
Do you know anything about that? Do you know anything about Will's quote-unquote terrorism?
Yeah.
I've known Will for too long.
How about I tell you, all the terrorism I've ever done was working with the Institute. That is the only time I've ever done anything terroristic.
So would you say
that's bullshit.
Terrorist
organization?
Nope. You're the terrorist bullshit, Mr.
No, fuck you. No, fuck you, Aiden, because I'll tell you, in 2016 and 2018, we did two shows. What? We did Dystopia and Dystopia Redux. What was the premise of the show? That the Aurora Institute got too big, it created a fucking streaming service, and now it's all happening, okay? And since the conjunction in December, like we talked about in the first call from Restricted, which by the way, it never fucking ended. Everyone, every single person here has just never left that fucking simulation. We've been stuck in it.
Oh my lord, this guy's been spending way too much time on Reddit, let me tell you.
And you're so jealous of us. Look at you on the other side being so fucking jealous.
Dude, I built where you stand, and where you sit, what you do at the Institute. I built that. I built the whole fucking thing by myself for the most part.
Where are you now, Will? Where the fuck are you now?
I tell you where he is. He used to be on the train driving, and now he's on the tracks, and he's pissed off. I mean, come on.
All right, folks, let's move a little bit away from the tension. I want to move over to Barry because jealousy was mentioned. Barry, I've heard in one of the broadcasts recently that you are extremely handsome. Please expand.
I mean, look at this face. You can't look at this face and not think handsome, beauty, all of that. And I think Will, that's part of the reason that he's jealous, because this face is now becoming the face of the Institute. And look at him over there, probably sitting on a fucking box. I don't know what he's doing. He's not even showing his face. Not Will Wakefield. Sorry about that. But yes.
So the Institute, I hear you recently got this promotion.
Yes. Director of Disinformation. So I've kind of stepped up there. And speaking about that, my plans to make the Lodge great again, I've got to tell you about that. Can you just hang on for me? I got to get prepared for this. I've been waiting to show you this all day. So one of my master plans for making the Lodge great again is in the break room. We are going to start... we're going to start serving in the break room something that I came up with. It's called the Biscarmi. It is a biscuit arm that you can eat and practice your arm eating skills while you're taking a break from your work at the Institute.
How dare you?
Are they biting the hand that feeds?
I mean, I left the hand on there, but I don't think fucking Aurora Arm has a hand. I think it's just a fucking arm.
That is a little
We'll move to the arm. Arm, there's a question that I know everybody's been dying to ask. Arm, you have no central nervous system. How are you getting on the internet?
I do it with my mind.
Where is your mind located, Aurora Arm?
Well, it may look small in this picture, but this little bubble towards the top of my head is where my mind is.
All right, and that gets you onto the internet and gets your messages out to us.
Mm-hmm. And so you can actually, I created the whole lodge with this mind, and I've created a structure. So if you're new
Are you
to the
fucking
lodge,
kidding me right now? Are you really
Oh,
kidding
yeah.
me right now?
you can take credit for your part in a minute. Let me explain how the lodge works for all these new people. If you're new to the lodge, you go on while our little training is currently going, and you can find all these little post topics that I have set up on our Facebook page. Click on a post topic, scroll down to the bottom, and work your way up, and you'll be caught up completely on any story that's going on in the lodge. And Barry, don't shake your head. You know that I did this on my own.
You did nothing. None of you did anything. None of you did anything. You are a fucking system in a computer. It's like people are still just plugged in. None of you done anything. This is not a real thing that's happening.
So,
Please,
Will,
like anyone that's watching the stream, just unplug. You don't have to work for the Institute.
so Will, you seem very concerned here. What are the risks? What do people need to be worried about going forward?
Everything that the Institute does is 100% real. I know. I've been working with the Institute since 2013. I was approached when the Institute was still just Shock Theater, and we were just making like extreme haunted houses, and we got approached by a wealthy person. I would hate to say that I sold my soul, but I absolutely totally neglected I neglected humanity, and I gave away a part of myself that was empathetic and that cared about what happened to people and individuals as a whole, and I gave it up for this. And I see people that I care about and cared about who, like, I should never have gotten involved in this because it's gone too far. Josh, come on, Josh, back me up, dude. Back me up, man. You were there when this all started happening, when they all started turning. Josh, say something. You know what the Institute is. Josh, say something.
Don't stoop to his level, Josh. Come on.
Don't do it, Josh.
This is the craziest multi-level marketing scheme I've ever heard of. What's this called? Aurora.
What the fuck? Oh, now you're
Really,
gonna say you don't know what the Institute. You're gonna tell me you don't know what the Institute is now?
Will, you're sitting on the box now. Just stay on the box, buddy.
Yep.
If this is an MLM, I mean, those can be really insidious too. Do you think this is an MLM that we should be concerned about?
Oh, I'm concerned.
Why are you concerned?
I'm concerned about Will.
What are you concerned about, Arm? What are you concerned about? You're literally just a piece of my love for pop culture. Like, you're literally just a piece of pop culture from Twin Peaks, man. That's what you are.
Okay, so now you're saying that you created me. Okay. Yeah, I've been around for centuries. I've been around longer than you. You were nothing but a little peon that got fired, and now you're disgruntled at the Institute.
I didn't get fired. I left. I said I'm done. I went into Nayar's office and put my fucking resignation on the desk. I didn't want to do this anymore. I'm not interested in this idea. I'm not interested in this idea of this reset. This reset is a bunch of multinational corporations that are coming together, and it's not your government, it's not elected officials, and you're just helping them. You're doing all their marketing for them. You're helping create these diversity and equity group in businesses and around the world to separate people, when we should just be focusing on the 1% of you that are fucking controlling everything.
Well, but now I'm hearing that you're saying that they're trying to separate people, whereas Mr. Finnegan, you were saying that your goal is to unify the people, right?
Exactly. What this peanut brain next to me, or not peanut brain, whatever he is, Will Wakefield, not Will Wakefield. I mean, guys got off the deep end. I mean, needs to understand that this is for the greater good. We are doing God's work here. We are going to save everything with the Great Reset. This is what is needed right now. I mean, look at it. Look at the news. Look outside your window. Everybody's against each other. Everybody's fighting. We need a reset to the good old days.
The Aurora Institute supports both sides of the political system because they know they benefit from both sides of it, because there's no discernible difference on a subatomic level between a Democrat and a Republican.
Conspiracy.
That's the truth.
You don't
Absolute
get to speak.
conspiracy.
You don't get to speak about what we do now. You're gone. You don't get to speak on that anymore. You have no
No,
idea.
no,
We
I'll
want
tell
you
you,
to
I am
talk
going to get to
get this
speak
guy
about it.
out of the chat. Get this guy out of here. We don't need
I am going to get to
negativity.
speak about
Gotta
it.
go.
I am going to get to speak about it. And, you know, I'm going to have help, too. I'm going to have help. We're going to have help.
Let's talk about something for just 1 second. If you think about the Institute as a whole, we are like the Fiji water. You are like the toilet water.
Fiji water. Oh, hey, good example. Great example. Do you know what Fiji water does? They privatized the water of Fiji, the Fiji
Quenches
island.
my thirst.
The people that live on that island can't even get access to that water because it's a privatized water company taking the water from them.
It is for the greater good, Will.
There is no greater good. There is no fucking greater good.
You sound just as mad as Rob.
So
You know what?
you're-
Maybe, not for nothing. Rob did everything in the last game, and what did the Institute do to him?
Well, in all fairness, it was me. I blew him up. I pressed the button, but Rob deserved it. Okay, so I sent a nuke to his house and killed him. He talked a lot.
Rob's still alive. You can't kill simulations. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody here, that this is not real. This is not real. I'm not really Will Wakefield.
Oh, that's funny. It's funny.
Barry, why don't you tell them
Phil's been
about the
talking
lodge?
about the greater good. Yes, Barry, you've been saying make the lodge great again. So tell us a little bit about this lodge and your plan for making it great again.
So the Biscarmi was a very big thing for the break room, but we bring people into the lodge, and we've got these lessons that we're going to teach people and kind of get them up to speed with some of the work that we've already done here. And they're coming in pretty quickly, and some of them, I have to say, are a little sketchy for my liking. But we're gonna continue on with this, and I don't want to really agree with the arm or anything like that. But there's a lot of topics out there you can keep yourself on track with, but you have to pay attention to the lessons. If you don't do these lessons, we are not going to be able to advance you to the next part. We're not going to be able to get you to go where we need you to go. So we need you to give 100% to these lessons in the lodge.
So the lodge is
Just like
getting
I said, we're helping people here.
as people are joining in. Are the lessons how they can best catch up and get involved?
Absolutely. So going through the lessons is not only going to teach people what they have to understand before they move on with the Aurora Institute, but it's also going to be a segue to when other people come in, sharing that information and sharing those lessons and handing that down, because we've got a lot of work here to do, and we're going to make the lodge great again, but we need to continue on with our work.
You're never going to get the opportunity.
2 seconds without that voice.
You're never going to get the. You will never get the opportunity. As of today, Rob has summoned Ghosty, and you know what that means for the Institute.
Ghosty.
What about Ghosty?
There's greater things that we need to be concerned with, sir.
All right. Well, we both know, Aiden, the power level of that ghost, and that this is done. All that needs to happen is Rob needs to keep Ghosty safe, away from all of you, away from Nayar. All right, and when I come back from Gansfelding, in that time, Ghosty will reside in my body, and he will protect my physical form while I'm out back trying to stop this from ever happening.
To you.
What the fuck,
First
you,
of all, it's
Barry?
pronounced Gansfelding.
Do shit.
Oh yeah, all right, Barry. Okay, not for nothing, Barry. Not for nothing. All right, but forget it. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. It's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it. You're going to be the first one, Barry.
You're so jealous of me. You're so jealous of me.
Dude, I've been trying to. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you this whole time. Okay. Oh yeah. All right.
I just didn't see you for who you were when I first started with the Institute. I just didn't see your true form.
Who am I? Who am I supposed to? Who am I, Barry?
You are faceless. You are soulless. You are nothingness.
Nothing. What the?
Make the lodge great again,
dude.
So let me interrupt for a quick second, because the real reason why we're here today is we need to recruit more people. The best way of recruiting more people is getting people into our lodge for our training right now. The best way to do that, Barry, why don't you tell them?
So my name is on the screen. You're going to add me to Facebook, and you're going to message me on Messenger, and you're going to ask to join the lodge. And then I will direct you to the doctor, and the doctor will give me the okay to put you in. It's very, very simple, and you can come on in and help us make the lodge great again.
And so once we do that, we are preparing for this thing called the Great Reset. It's coming soon. It's coming very soon. In fact, it's possibly coming on February 1st.
That is indeed very soon. They probably want to friend Barry and get into the lodge as soon as possible. Would that be correct?
As quickly as possible.
You'll want to make sure to have tickets for this Great Reset, which will come at a dollar price of $80. However, that's going to be 2 weeks worth of adventure to go through, and tickets will be going on sale tomorrow.
That is good to know, everybody. So let's do just a few more questions to wrap things up today, kind of get everybody's closing thoughts on everything. I'd love to get everybody to give me just a short word or phrase as to what do you think of when you think of Aurora Institute? And we can go ahead and start with you, Arm, and we can just go around here.
I think of greatness and the only thing that is going to keep humanity alive.
All right, Barry.
It is complete and utter royalty.
Fucking
It's
psychotic.
privilege.
Psychotic.
Royalty. This is my time. Reclaiming my time, girl.
Mr. Finnegan.
I would say the Institute is the string that's tying everybody together, and I am very honored to be doing this work.
All right, Will, who has already started with psychotic. Pretty much.
Fuck the Institute. It's a fascist organization. It doesn't belong existing in any reality. It should have always just been what it was, an allegory for bad things, and should never have become a real thing. And I regret it to this day, and I'm going to stop it. And I'm going to stop everyone here, every single person here. Yeah, all right, Barry, keep it up, dude. You know what?
Right,
You're gonna be the first one, Barry. You'll be the first one that they fucking cut off, man. They're gonna cut you off like they cut everybody off. You think Nayar gives a shit about any of you? You think Nayar gives a fuck about you?
Nayar gave me a house,
He's
Will.
just like every fucking president you've had, okay? Every single president since after World War II is not giving a fuck about you.
You never know the value of the Zoom muting other people function until you don't have it. Josh, short word or phrase to describe the Institute.
Allison, can I just plug something instead?
By all means.
Call from Restricted to the Great Reset Boogaloo is going to start on the 1st of February. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. It's $80, 5 creators, 14 days. We really can't wait for you to take part with us.
Thank you so
What
much,
the fuck?
Josh.
He's in on it.
Final words from everyone before we close up tonight.
Fuck
Live,
the
laugh, love.
Institute.
Okay, I think we pretty much summed it all up there. Thanks everybody for joining us.